The following are facts and information that you should focus on when reading the module A Language of Our Own. Read the facts carefully, then answer the test that follows. After the 20 items test, the answer key is given. Check your own work and record your correct answers. Are you ready? These are facts to remember. The national language of the Philippines is Filipino. The function of language is to communicate ideas and emotions and give information. Using and being proud of our national language is a way of showing our love for our country. If there is no national language, Filipinos cannot express their ideas and opinions. Filipinos from different regions with different cultures can live together in harmony and peace because they can understand one another through a national language. A language is a system of communication used by a great number of people. A dialect is a different version of a certain language spoken by a smaller group of people. There are 8 major languages spoken in the Philippines: Ilocano, Pangasinan, Pampanga, Tagalog, Bicol, Cebuano, Hiligaynon, and Waray Samarnon. There are hundreds of dialects for each of these languages except Tagalog. A national language can help us in the following ways. It helps us communicate with each other more easily. It gives us get a sense of our national identity. A national language can help in the social, economic, and political growth of our country. It is important that every Filipino be able to learn and use the national language. Literacy in a national language is an important key to development. Manuel Quezon is the father of our national language. In 1987, it was declared in the Constitution that the national language of the Philippines is Filipino. August 13 to 19 is the National Language Week or Linggo ng Wika. The poet Francisco Baltazar Balagtas wrote the epic poem Florante at Laura, one of the greatest literary treasures of the Philippines in Tagalog. The national language of the Philippines is Cebuano, Filipino, Filipino, Filipino. The function of language is to blank emotions and to give information, make friends with other nations, communicate ideas, love one another, write love letters. Using and being proud of our national language is a way of blank, gaining business advantage, showing our interest in other people, showing love for our neighboring countries, showing our love for our country. If there is no national language, Filipinos cannot blank. A. Express their ideas and opinions. B. Express love and hatred. C. Be successful in life. D. Make friends with other people. Filipinos from different regions with different cultures can live together in harmony and peace because they can understand one another through a blank national animal, national language, national tree, Philippine National Police. A blank is a system of communication used by a great number of people. A. Dialect. B. Speech. C. Research. D. Language. A blank is a different version of a certain language spoken by a smaller group of people. A. Dialect. B. Speech. C. Research. D. Language. There are blank major languages spoken in the Philippines, and there are hundreds of dialects for each of these languages. A. 6. B. 7. C. 8. D. Many. A national language can help us in the following ways. A. It helps us communicate with each other more easily. B. It gives us a sense of national identity. C. It helps us live together in harmony. D. All of the above. A national language can help in the blank of our country. A. Social, economic, and political growth. B. Digital and technical advancement. C. Prevention of climate change. D. Alternative learning system. It is important that blank be able to learn and use the national language. A. Half of the Filipino population. B. Every foreigner. C. Every Filipino. D. Every American. Literacy in a blank is an important key to national development. A. National language. B. Foreign language. C. Chinese language. D. All languages. Who is the father of the national language of the Philippines? A. Rodrigo Duterte. B. Manuel Quezon. C. Manuel Rojas. D. Jose Rizal. Filipino was declared in the blank constitution as the national language of the Philippines. A. 1896. B. 1945. C. 1987. D. 2018. When is Linggo ng Wika celebrated in the Philippines? August 1 to 13. August 1 to 31. August 13 to 19. December 16 to 25. Why was Tagalog chosen as the basis of the national language of the Philippines? It is widely spoken and it is the most understood language in all the regions of the Philippines. Most leaders come from Metro Manila. The elite people speak Tagalog. All of the above. Another reason why Tagalog was chosen as the basis of the national language of the Philippines. A. It is not divided into dialects. B. It is the first language of the Filipinos. C. It is easy to read and write. D. All of the above. Tagalog literature can be said as the richest among other native languages in the Philippines. Why? A. More books are written in Tagalog than in any other native language. B. The presidential residence is in Manila. C. The people in Manila are richer. D. All of the above. Tagalog has always been the language of blank, even before the Spaniards came. A. The Katipunan. B. The presidents of the Philippines. C. The EDSA Revolution. D. Manila, the capital city of the Philippines. Which among the following is one of the greatest literary treasures of the Philippines, written by Francisco Baltazar? A. El Filibusterismo. B. Florante at Laura. C. Huling Paalam. D. All of the above.